Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is set for 4 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. 4 rounds de combate en la división de peso super welter. Presentado a ustedes por Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. Tecate, the official beer of boxing. En Casa Mexico Tequila, it's in the taste. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces: Cristi Rosario, Eddie Hernández y Jerry Cantú. Y el tercero en la superficie para ver las acciones, your referee in charge, Rudy Barragan. Introducing to you first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing gray and black. He officially weighs in at 144.2 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo gris con negro, con un peso de 144.2 libras. He stands with a record of 2 wins against 7 losses. Cuenta con un récord de 2 victorias por 7 derrotas. Representing Florissant, Missouri, Demetrius Wilson. And his opponent across the ring is standing in the red corner, wearing black and silver. He officially weighs in at 149 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo negro con plata. Y en su esquina, el entrenador, Freddie Roach, con un peso oficial de 149 libras. He stands with a record of 3 wins against no losses, and 2 of those wins coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 3 victorias, 0 derrotas, y 2 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Tampico, Tamaulipas, México, Raúl el Cougar Curiel. And here is with the final instructions. Para dar las indicaciones finales, el referee, Rudy Barragan.
I've given you guys your instructions already in the back. I need for both of you to protect yourselves at all times and come out fighting, okay? 6 rounds, guys.
Rudy Barragan, the 3rd man in the ring. We're
good, Doc.
Ready to go. Thank you for dealing with us tonight. It's Friday night. It's 1,000 degrees all over Southern California. And we are ready for our first fight from the Velasco Theater. Beto Duran, Randy Caballero, El Matador. Randy, you're used to this 1,000-degree, right? You grew up in Coachella.
Man, it's hot over here. I tried rushing over here just to get away from that heat.
Curiel weighing 149 pounds tonight, so this is technically a super welterweight fight. His opponent, Demetrius Wilson, at 144. It was supposed to be at 47. Curiel paid the fine for the extra 2 pounds.
That's tough, man. A lot of fighters go through a lot. And again, a lot of us don't know what fighters go through inside the gym.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are going to give him a lot of criticism for it, but at the end of the day, we don't know. He's the only person that knows what's going on with this body.
You're a perfect expert at this. When you wake up and your body doesn't respond to you.
Most definitely. It had happened to me, and it was one of the worst moments of my life, man. I woke up, my body was shot, and I couldn't go down. I was dead, completely drained, and it's tough. It's hard on a fighter. We go through a lot, and a lot of people don't see it.
Yeah, Curiel, though, was at the weigh-in. He was fine. He just decided to agree to a new contract. Demetrius Wilson coming out of Missouri, record of 2-7. Curiel 3-0, 2 KOs. He mentioned he went to the Olympics in Brazil in 2016. Did not compete because he had food poisoning the night before his first match. So he represented. He's technically an Olympian. He has the tattoo. He walked, but didn't fight. Slow progress for him. A lot of it has been because of where do you want to fight him. A little bit too small for 54, but 47 is where they want him. He also left Manuel Robles, and he's now with the wild card gym with Freddie Roach. He said it was a good camp and lands a good uppercut. That's Curiel.
It's tough, man. For a fighter, you gotta be stable. In the beginning of your career, you gotta be stable and find a good trainer. Don't be jumping around because it's gonna be hard fighting with different trainers, and they're all different styles. You're not gonna get the same style. You know, every trainer's gonna want to change your style, which you already have your style. You gotta stick to that one person, man. Don't be jumping around at this early of your career.
Wilson from Missouri. He is the type of fighter who will say, hey, I got gloves, I can make weight, let's go. What do you want me at?
Basketball trunks and everything.
Yeah, he's got the Under Armour basketball shorts. He has no corners. He picked up a corner at the weigh-in yesterday. So the kind of guys that the sport of boxing needs, and they're rugged, and he's going to come in, he's going to give you resistance during the fight. He's going to make you work for it. At least,
Hey, in time, some of those guys are really dangerous.
at least his 9 fights that I saw on paper, he gives you work. He gives you rounds, which is what Curiel needs right now in his early development. First round winding down. It's scheduled for 4 in the super welterweight division. Our opening bout from the Belasco Theater in downtown Los Angeles, the LA Fight Club July edition.
These are 4 rounds.
Curiel with Freddie Roach in his corner. You see Frank Espinoza Jr. also there. Curiel does speak English. He taught himself to speak English watching TV.
You know, it feels. I taught myself how to speak Spanish watching videos.
No, you didn't.
Yes, that's the way I learned Spanish. I had to. They were forcing me to do interviews in Spanish, so I had to learn Spanish, especially in Nicaragua. You know what? I caught on to watching interviews with other fighters in Spanish, and I caught on to the Spanish language, and now it's kind of fluent. Not the best, but hey, I get by when I do interviews.
As long as you can do me gusto, trabajo duro, me llamo es Randy.
Sounds about right. That's the way I sound.
No matter. A lot in Spanish media, any media, they'd just be happy to get 8-second soundbite, right, Luis? Just get a good soundbite, and that's all you need. It's second round. And you were mentioning, this is what happens early on in your career, right, Randy, where you're fighting guys that are awkward, who are there to not win, but give you rounds, and they can make it look ugly, right?
Very dangerous. You know what? Those guys have nothing to lose, so they'll go inside, make it rugged, push you back, make your style look ugly. And I think it's very tough, but you have to be very patient. A lot of these guys want knockouts. Let them come. Don't go looking for the knockout, because these guys throw wild, and you're not going to see a punch coming. You're going to get hit. So, you know, he's staying calm, staying inside the pocket, watching very good, catching those uppercuts really nice.
Curiel he had an extensive amateur background, did Curiel, the Mexican fighter. You can hear that body shot. But Wilson is short and compact. He can take those shots.
Almost definitely can take those punches. He's taking body shots very well.
And those guys are in there to survive. They make it frustrating for you, huh?
Oh, they do. They'll push you back. They get a nice uppercut.
Yep, a body shot followed with an uppercut by Curiel. He did a good job of hitting the body here in the second round. Will Wilson get up?
Come over here.
He's on his feet.
I want to continue. All right, let's go.
Takes that deep breath. Curiel pouncing. Raul Curiel from Tamaulipas, Mexico. Good shot landed. In the corner, referee's looking on. And that's it. Rudy Barragan jumps in there.
And the corner stopped
The
it.
corner stopped it. As Wilson had a lot of heart, but the corner, like, look, we've seen this guy who we met yesterday take some punishment. Let's preserve him. As you see, that's a good trainer right there.
Yeah, you don't want to risk it.
Especially when you don't know the guy.
Yeah, you don't know what he's capable of taking inside there, so don't risk it. It was a great stop, you know.
Protect the fighter.
I think Raul would have kept pushing forward and went to go look for that knockout.
But in a matter of time. So Raul Curiel, for the first time under Freddie Roach, gets the stoppage in the second round. Let's look at some of the highlights of Randy Caballero.
Nice body shot. Came with that body shot and a straight uppercut. He was landing a lot of those uppercuts were just very clean, straight down the middle, and he was landing them all the time. I had a feeling that was the one that was going to put him out if they let that fight continue.
Gabe Rivas from Golden Boy PR getting the quotes. Freddie Roach taking the gloves off. Talked to Freddie briefly. But, you know, Curiel's been with you for a little bit less than a month. He said, I like him. He has some pop. There's something definitely to work with there.
Hopefully. I think, you know, Freddie Roach is a great trainer. A lot of people look the way he trains. He has Manny Pacquiao and some other fighters. But I think, you know, he's in good hands. I think Raul's in good hands, and hopefully see how far his career goes with him.
Yeah, they signed him in 2016. Golden Boy actually fought in September 2016, but it's been delayed because of injury. And you want to see a fighter who has the potential, at least on paper, get developed. And one thing that these young kids know is, if you know it better than anybody else, Randy, when you're young, you want rounds, right?
Oh,
you want
definitely.
fights.
You want to stay inside that ring, especially going 4 rounds and getting it stopped early. I went, you know, my first 4 fights were all first round knockouts. You know, when I got signed with Golden Boy, the competition got higher, a lot tougher, and I started getting rounds in. And then, you know, when you're first starting, it's like, man, you're starting at 4, you're fine. Then you're like, how would I do on 12? And you're like, man, that's very hard. But when it came to the 12, that's what all the training inside the gym puts in. It gets you ready for those 12 rounds, and you're able to walk through them like nothing.
So the first few fights, when you're knocking everybody out, you're going to tell me it doesn't matter?
No, of course it matters. Everybody loves those knockouts. That's what makes your fan base a lot bigger.
But then you're like, I didn't learn a damn thing tonight.
No, not at all. You ain't going to learn anything. But, you know, once you get those, like these rugged fighters that are always in your face, you learn from your mistakes because you want to stay a lot more calm and composed inside there.
So Tijuanero is Pablo Flores, our ring announcer tonight. He always has a different kind of facial expression or also facial hair. So today he's at the full beard. Sometimes he has like sweet rolled up mustache.
I actually seen that before.
Sometimes he has just a goatee. Sometimes he's clean shaven.
Just different.
Pablo does work, man. Waiting for the key from Spanish TV.
On Spanish TV. Sound fine in your ears now, guys?
Yes.
Please tell me you did that on TalkBack.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a quarter stoppage, officially 2 minutes 13 seconds in round number 2. Damas y caballeros, tenemos una detención por parte de la esquina azul con un tiempo de 2 minutos 13 segundos en el round número 2. Declared winner by the way of KO victory. Su ganador por la vía del knockout de Tampico, Tamaulipas, México. Raul